Just when we thought we'd have to wait till May to get anything concrete on the second episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, Gooseworx blindsides us with some epic leaks. These leaks help paint a better picture of the next adventure, and it's everything you imagined and more. Seeing how secretive Glitch and Gooseworx are about the amazing digital circus, it's very suspicious that we are getting more information on the next episode this early. We have a hunch about where everything leads, but we first have to talk about the leaks for episode 2. Before revealing that episode 2 would take place in the Candy Canyon Kingdom, Gooseworx and Glitch Production had been secretly dropping hints about episode 2 of The Amazing Digital Circus, and we were none the wiser. The earliest leak dates back to December 2023, when Gooseworx claimed someone dropped a fan art of a canon event that happened in the next episode of the show. Despite teasing fans with this information, Gooseworx never revealed what she meant until mid-February, when she talked about fast food restaurant uniforms and minimum wage jacks. If you don't know what she's talking about, you probably want to rewatch the trailer for the next episode since you clearly missed something. From the trailer, Jack somehow ends up working for minimum wage at a fast food chain, and we know the mischievous Jackrabbit is just as confused as we are. It looks like seeing Jax working at a fast food chain was what was needed to drive the community insane. The number of crazy fan art of Jess trying to survive at McDonald's is hilarious, but one especially dark fan art had to drag poor Pomni in on the action. And it's exactly the type of antics you'd expect from Jax. With Jax's minimum wage scene out of the bag, it makes it easier to talk about Orbsman. And if you don't know who that is, you might want to watch our video on the 8 new characters in the Amazing Digital Circus. If you're one of the deranged few who has seen that video, it should please you to know that Orbsman and Jax first come across each other at the fast food chain. If you're wondering how we know this, it's all thanks to the image Glitch Production uploaded on Twitter, which clearly shows Orbsman in what looks like the counter of a fast food restaurant. Seeing how Glitch made Orbsman everyone's favorite character, the Jax militia has been put on attack mode, and it's only a matter of time before they tear the character apart. Right now, we don't know the connection between Jax and Orbsman, but at least we know how they met. Knowing Jax, he will try to get on Orbsman's nerves with condescending jokes, but we don't expect him to get that mad since he is just an NPC. Since a fan almost guessed what would happen in the second episode, Glitch decided to give fans a little sneak peek at what to expect, and we finally saw inside Pomni's room. Sure enough, the trailer for the second episode starts with Kane yanking Pomni out of her room to tell her of their next epic adventure. And it's safe to say the jester isn't the happiest. Pomni's feelings aside, the trailer turns out to be quite insightful, revealing a whole lot of things fans should expect in the next episode. From a surgery new location to a whole host of fresh characters, the crazy circus doesn't seem to run out of wild things for our trapped protagonist. Once the trailer dropped, the intriguing characters were all fans could talk about, and who could blame them? Gooseworx has her team at Glitch draw up some of the strangest new characters for the second episode, and it sets the community on fire. While most of us are still in the dark about the new characters, old leaks from Gooseworx help paint a better picture of their purpose in the coming episode. For instance, a look at an image from February 23rd shows an image of Gummigoo in all his glory. We only got to see Gummigoo's side profile in the trailer, but the old image has the crocodile-dinosaur hybrid standing tall and looking dapper with his cowboy hat. From the background, we assume the image was taken from a clip of Gummigoo in Candy Canyon, and it looks like the cowboy croc is a respected member of the Candy community. That last part might be a lie, but Gooseworx refers to Gummigoo as her boy, so that has to count for something, right? Another thing most fans of the Amazing Digital Circus tend to gloss over is the uncompleted render of an arena Kane tries so badly to hide. Like the Void, Kane became self-conscious once the stadium came up, and it piqued our interest in the black and white image. If we were to guess why the unfinished stadium came up right in the middle of Kane's big speech, we'd say it's just a funny thing thrown in by the animators to throw fans out of balance. That being said, it might also be a teaser image for the third episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, but there is no way to tell for now. We won't be surprised if it's a Roman-era Colosseum where Kane expects his trapped performers to engage in ritual combat. That sounds like something the maniacal AI Ringmaster would be into, so don't rule it out just yet. Moving on, Jax wasn't the only character getting fan art from the community, and despite not making her debut, fans drew crazy art based on the renders teased for Princess Lulilalu. We don't know about you guys, but that's some unhinged fandom, and we're loving every second of it. Hopefully they don't go mentally unstable and abstract into a mindless beast. If you're looking for a surefire way to protect your mind and save yourself from abstracting, you should subscribe to the channel. While our videos tend to make you question your sanity, we want to build a vibrant community of not-so-insane viewers so we can all fight against our unstable instincts. The next leak hinting at what to expect in the upcoming episode might not be the clearest or the most coherent thing we've seen from Glitch, but it's still a leak we can get a bit of information on. The leak in question is a blurred image of Kinger moving at light speed. We don't know why the circus resident chess piece is moving that fast, but it must have something to do with the Candy Canyon adventure. Which brings us to a rather menacing clip we can't seem to forget. If you haven't guessed it yet, it's the one where Kinger aggressively attacks something with a shotgun. To think that our harmless chess piece has what it takes to attack anyone with the butt of a shotgun is proof that he might be approaching abstraction. I know there are a lot of Kinger lovers out there who hope Jax is on the receiving end of the shotgun, but that is very unlikely. What's more believable is Kinger attacking someone from Candy Canyon. Better still, we have to bring up our haunted mansion theory from our previous video. And I'm sure you're thinking it's a conspiracy theory at this point, but we just can't let it go. How amazing would it be to have Kinger as a badass shotgun-holding hero in the Haunted Mansion saga? We don't mind that it goes against everything we know about the adorable chess piece, as long as we get a cool scene of Kinger hunting down baddies in Candy Canyon. Whatever the case is, we are strongly behind Kinger, and it would be fun to see Kinger go down a bender before abstracting into a savage monster. Speaking of driving a character crazy, Kinger won't be the only one approaching insanity, as seen in another image from Gooseworx. We see Ragatha aggressively pulling at her hair while Jax smiles sheepishly in the background. From the background, we can see that the picture was taken from a clip of our circus performers in Candy Canyon with its pink, candy-like structures. Even though Kinger is present in the scene, he doesn't seem as distressed as Ragatha, who is losing her mind over something. We can't help but wonder what has gotten Ragatha so mad that she looks like she could snap at Jax at any given moment. In the pilot episode, we saw how calm Ragatha was in spite of their imprisonment in the amazing digital circus. Despite being stomped on by an abstracted Kaufmo, Ragatha managed to downplay the incident for Pomni's sake. Knowing Glitch, they probably lined up a messed up event to try to tip Ragatha to the dark side, and we wonder if they're trying to show us who abstracts next. If that's the case, Pomni is in for a world of hell since Ragatha acts like a big sister to the confused jester. If she joins Kaufmo in the cellar, it will only be a matter of time before Pomni joins them down there. Finally, the last clip we have to talk about comes up right after the image of the unfinished stadium, where we see the new characters joining the fun. Despite Kane's best efforts to prevent us from seeing the characters, the amazing digital circus fandom wasted no time in finding out their names. The new characters range from the Princess Peach look-alike named Princess Lulilalu to a swanky crocodile lizard hybrid sporting a cowboy hat. The new characters will definitely shake things up, and as we've seen with our main characters, fans might find themselves gravitating towards the new faces. While we might not know what role they will all play in the next episode, we know most of them will be crucial to the Candy Canyon adventure. Conjure the chaos of the next video with a click. But before you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We promise it's not as bad as abstracting.